Welcome to this reading. Welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia, and just here to do a collective reading per usual. I haven't been doing too many themed readings these days. I've mostly just been coming on to do a collective, whatever comes out. Sometimes I ask and set a theme and an intention for the reading, but it's been a minute since I've done that. Maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. I've just been feeling leaving it to whatever spirit wants to come out kind of messages, right? So hi, thanks for being here. I hope you're enjoying your summer. We just entered Leo season, and today is a new moon in Leo, so I'm loving it. I'm a Leo sun, so this is my kind of energy. I like to, I kind of rejected my Leo sun for a long time because I felt so much more identified with being a Scorpio rising. I almost felt more like I was a Scorpio really than a Leo, but I was really connected to my Leo sun when I was growing up and in the performing arts as a kid, and then I kind of got away from that, and I'm really embracing it again. So anyways, yeah, I hope you're feeling bold and excited and maybe setting some intentions for your solar plexus chakra, right? To feel connected to your confidence and your fierce lion within. So let's just see what wants to come out here. Let's just do a collective message, and we'll see what are the themes for this reading. What wants to come out? What wants to come out today? I thought about doing, wait a second, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will do that. I'm going to. I thought about doing a reading about the whole Epstein situation in the United States, because I'm not a Trump fan. If you're a Trump supporter, you're probably someone who doesn't really like this channel. So, because I'm fairly far left and radical, and anyways. But I've been really drawn into the whole Epstein scandal because I ignore Donald Trump pretty much, other than I pay attention to what's going on with ICE and this community safety. Otherwise, I can't stand him. He's a malignant narcissist, in my opinion, and it doesn't benefit me in any way to pay attention to him, so I don't. But I'm totally paying attention to this Epstein thing because it has, I think, the potential to really bring him down. What an idiot, too. I mean, he's the one who stoked the entire thing, and now he's looking down the barrel of the gun that he loaded himself, pretty much, So, I don't know. Should I do that? I'm kind of torn about whether to do a reading about what will happen. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's just see. Let's just see. I'm going to pull a spread on it, and if it doesn't personally look that interesting to me, I'm not going to do the reading. I'll just scrap it, and then we'll do more of a general collective message. So the Trump-Epstein scandal and whether Trump was complicit in Epstein's crimes of assaulting women. I mean, I know already he's guilty of assault, but for some reason that still seems to be up for debate in this country. So is he going to be brought down, or is his Teflon sort of existence going to finally be dented by this scandal? Like, what do we need to know about this whole Epstein scandal going on in the U.S. right now? King of Pentacles. Well, that could be a figure like Donald Trump. I don't think he has as many pentacles as he claims. And I think his tax returns bore out that truth. But he's somebody who would perceive himself like this, if not the emperor, a king of pentacles. He prides himself on his wealth, right? So let's see. The devil in the cornerstone position here. So that's what we're asking about. A king of wands in the reverse. Well, actually, I haven't been reading reversals really, but it kind of came to me as reverse. But let's just see. We'll just keep going here. A lot of sorrow. Things coming to a stopping point. The sorrow is the sorrow of the victims here. And this King of Wands in the reverse strikes me as Jeffrey Epstein. It could be Donald Trump too, as well. But I kind of pegged him down with this King of Pentacles here. But with the Devil card in the position, it's like, yeah, this is that. This is the history of that horrible conduct of Epstein and his cronies, right? It was a disrespect against women. This is the High Priestess in the vulnerability position. So this person's conduct and his acts over the decades did a lot to harm women overall, and to terrorize women, and to make women feel afraid to come forward, to make women feel that they don't have any hope of ever seeing any justice. The Trump regime has doubled down on that kind of stuff, even though they say they're trying to track down pedophiles. He is a sexual assaulter, you know, it's that kind of thing. Well, this is interesting because at the very center of this is the Page of Wands, which is typically something that is good news. There's a lot of options and illusion present, and that's in the strengths position. So we've got a lot of options as a people about where we can take this and how to expose the truth and release the illusion. There's positive developments showing here, and let's just keep going. The kind of even the shadow aspect sides of our nation want us to move into a calmer place. Even the more like right-wing leaning MAGA people, this is what I'm taking this to mean, is that even they are starting to fatigue from the constant chaos of, because Trump is a chaos agent. They're a group that tends to like that and kind of thrive on that and seem to find that amusing. But I feel like now that these tables are turning and maybe they're being called into question somewhat in terms of their loyalty for Trump and whether it's been misplaced, I sense that that's some of this energy, is they want everything to calm down now, right? It's not, though. It's kind of just getting started. In our nation's consciousness is that this is potentially going to bring him down. He called for hang Mike Pence. Well, now he may be the one that's going to be strung up and forced into a reckoning over his conduct, right? Yeah, it's in the stuff's in the works. What does this Eight of Pentacles mean? An Eight of Pentacles is a job of getting work done. And so people, this bipartisan effort to investigate this is kind of what that strikes me at, is that there's going to be a productive period of work ahead around this. And there's good news coming in. What is the Eight of Pentacles? What's the Eight of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Empress, which again is divine feminine energy here. So, and a Queen of Cups is a feminine energy that is in her domain in the realm of the heart. Yeah, wow, this is really amazing. There's going to be things, and then the moon here, which can speak to this new moon in Leo, or the fact that the moon is a symbol of the feminine pole. And these are three very feminine cards. What I see here is that there's things that are working for the benefit of women. And when I say women, I mean all women. I mean feminism. I mean people who identify as women, people who are on non-binary, trans. Feminism is for everyone, right? So people who would be vulnerable by, and children, my God, of course, by people like Epstein and Trump and Ghislaine Maxwell and Harvey Weinstein and all of these kinds of predatory, Bill Cosby. This is saying that things are now working in a direction that benefits women. I'm curious to know more. Tell me more, Spirit. What else to know about this Eight of Pentacles? What's the good news coming? There's good news around things in the works for women. Maybe this sets some intentions if you identify as a woman and you feel personally like impacted by cases like the Epstein case and Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein and Me Too. This is a good time to set your intentions for justice on this Leo new moon. The people that are going to take this up have the confidence that they're going to need to see it through to get the work done, that they have the regality and the sovereignty like a king of the jungle would, right? To get these kinds of investigations underground or off the ground. What else about this, Spirit? About the good news or about the Eight of Pentacles in this situation regarding Trump and Epstein? Travel's involved. So we just heard that some folks from the house traveled to where she's in prison to interview Ghislaine Maxwell. Divine masculine in the upright. So there may be masculine, ethical masculine energies who are empowered by government to travel and start investigating this in a good way, right? That could be the news that's coming out. The end of confusion as truth comes to light can mean this Page of Wands here. There's not going to be illusion and confusion present anymore. Things are going to be coming to the light now through this Page of Wands, Eight of Pentacles energy. A masculine in the upright is traveling in some way towards justice, or maybe, yeah, there's going to be a loss of respect. I mean, he's already lost respect from half the nation, but his respect is going to continue to go down the toilet as this case gets investigated. Twin flame. I don't know what this card is doing here in the upright. I don't even see how that would be relevant, but I pulled it and it's here in the upright, so I'm just going to put it over here. I don't know what the fuck that card would be doing here. But, you know, I will kind of venture a little bit of a guess, because the whole twin flame experience is meant to, for people who find themselves living out a process like that, a lot of what it's meant to do, according to like the concept of the Hieros Gamos and the way that this energy has been understood back through the ages, is that it's to help you become an alchemist yourself, to alchemize your inner masculine and feminine, to find your own spiritual gold out of the lead. And that could be what's going on here, is this bringing this person to justice is also going to bring healing, and in the way that a twin flame reckoning might, where masculine and feminine poles are coming into balance. And that's what's being shown here with this Eight of Pentacles and all this feminine in the upright energy, along with divine masculine in the upright. Yeah, there's a masculine maybe that's investigating this that has very little concern about it. He's not concerned about pleasing Donald Trump. It might be someone from the Department of Justice or something, right? Or the masculine energies that are going to work together to investigate this from the power position of the U.S. government. They're not concerned. They're not afraid. They're going to make this choice to investigate, even though Donald Trump is a very threatening, intimidating person at times. I mean, the chakra card in the reverse speaks to this just being a situation that's extremely out of balance, right? Yeah, it's the end of this type of dark magic. You know, there's some people that believe conspiracy-wise that there's like dark magic behind all this kind of stuff too, right? So, what else do we need to know about that? Where's the energy headed? Where's the energy headed when it comes to this investigation Epstein, Trump. It's very sorrowful. This is very sorrowful. It is sorrowful because many people were hurt by Epstein and Ghislaine and Trump. A lot of victims, right? We don't want to forget about them. Like, I can rubberneck this whole scandal and be happy and gloat that Donald Trump is struggling. But in the middle of it all are the people who are victimized by these people. Cleanse your energy. So we're going to want to keep our energy cleansed as we are observing things like this. People in the spiritual community who are trying to exist outside of this kind of chaos of the matrix, we need to keep our energy cleansed so that we don't pick up attachments that are going to be out there working with these people who are darkly working, right, to protect Donald Trump. Clear your energy with smoke, with sacred smoke, right? Yeah, lightning strikes, thunder rolls. Shit's gonna start going down for the Trump administration because of this. It's not gonna be stopped. It's just gonna keep unfolding in this kind of shocking revelation after shocking revelation is kind of what I'm picking up. Dark arrows, use caution, lower your profile. So because this is like maybe gonna be death throes type energy to this administration, a time like that is a dangerous time to be in the orbit of someone like Donald Trump. And so when he's lashing out and panicking and running around like a chicken with his head cut off, that's when things like hang Mike Pence and people try to overthrow, right? So what it's saying here is that as he starts to panic, people who are trying to bring him down or who are allied to that might become targets themselves a little bit through the death throes of him being brought down. Is this really what's going to happen? Is this really going to bring him down? Is this going to bring him down, Spirit? Is this really going to bring down? He's trying to stand his ground. He's trying to fight back against the growing chorus of people demanding the full file be released, right? Is this going to bring him down? Well, yeah. I mean, it's very powerful. The tools that we have to work against him are quite powerful. He is also powerful. He's a powerful master manipulator. So it's a pretty epic battle on our hands to some degree to bring this person down. Here he is. Are we gonna? He's not in the reverse though. The Emperor upright shows me the divine masculine, and the Magus upright again shows me divine masculine energy. It may be that divine masculine energy is going to be what brings him down. It's not going to be woman's testimony. It's going to be men who have the courage to stand up to him and investigate him right now. Yeah, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to plant the seeds of healthy masculinity. If these masculine energies unite to get to the bottom of Donald Trump and forget about loyalty to the president for a while, it's an opportunity. It's a seed being planted. Is this going to bring him down? Yeah, it's showing a new world. There's a possibility for a new world here. Yeah, working together, collaboratively, successfully, and with healthy masculine energies, which are essential. To dismantle patriarchy involves men. Men need to be involved. It's like when... on his name, Rapey McRaperson Justice on the Supreme Court, Brett Kavanaugh. When Brett Kavanaugh was appointed and people were in the streets rebelling, it was practically all women. There were no men. And it's like, where are the fucking good men, okay? Where are the fucking good men that are willing to stand up? Maybe this is what this is saying, is that they're finally going to be an assemblage of good men, divine masculine men, maguses, emperors, people who are not afraid to stand up to him and cooperate across party lines to usher in a new era where someone like Trump is held accountable and doesn't just get to keep running this place into the ground further and further. And then rest. Yeah. There's going to be a time of successful collaborating of men to plant the seed for this new world. They're going to successfully do this, and then there's going to be a period of rest and recovery. It's saying yes. It's saying that this is going to be not good for Donald Trump. I really hope that's true. I do. I mean, I believe tarot. Tarot doesn't lie typically. It could look a number of ways, though. It's not maybe necessarily going to look exactly like we think it might. Now I am going to do just a general reading. I hope that's encouraging for people out there that care about the Trump administration and what's happening and wanting it to end. So now let's do another layout. Let's do another layout, Spirit. And we're going to do just a general collective reading now. Oh, here's get my good smoke going here. Get some lavender and lemon balm. Most of the calendula I've burned up now, but got some joyful herbs here for soothing energy. And now we're just going to get the goods on collective messaging. What's important for us to know, average day folks, in our average everyday lives? What do we need to know? What's a good collective message now that we pulled on the Trump administration? What do we need to know? What do we need to know or be aware of as a collective? What do we need to know? Where are things headed for us right now? Whose message wants to come out here? Whose message wants to come out here? Whose message wants to come out? I tell you, I'm not a crier much around celebrities. I cry a lot in my personal life, but I've never cried over a celebrity death, I don't think, except for I cried about Ozzy. I was really sad. I love Ozzy. And the day that he died, I was sad, but I kind of just went about my day. But then the next day when I got up in the morning and was just kind of scrolling through Instagram, there was amazing clip after amazing clip of just tribute after tribute after tribute, and it was really beautiful, and I totally broke down. I mean, what a good person he was. I really feel lucky that we got to live at the same time that Ozzy did. What a great person he was, and may he rest in metal. So yeah, what do we need to know? Okay, so this is the same kind of theme that's been coming out, and I'm not resisting it anymore. I'm not resenting it anymore. Somebody is trying to harm you reputationally. They don't like the way that you're shining and the way that you are on the rise as a rising star here. You're here in the upright. You're an earth angel. You are in your north node. There's someone here. It's this rich girl and ice king in the reverse. It's a couple. It's a toxic couple. I don't know if they're actually in a relationship, so maybe I shouldn't call them a couple, but they're working together. So I'm going to just say couple for ease. but I don't know, you know. They're working to manipulate your reputation in some way and harm you reputationally so that you lose the respect and honor that you have. They're trying to manipulate you, possibly either like by attaching to you in some way because you have a good reputation. But what I'm picking up more is that they're trying to use divination work to spy into your life and figure out how to bring you down. They don't want you to succeed in whatever you're doing, the way that your star is rising and your abundance is coming. And you're in this really wonderful North Node Earth Angel energy. They don't want you to have the success that you're achieving. They also don't want you to have a happy family. They really want to fuck up your life, basically. They don't want you to succeed. I don't know. Let's find out more now, Spirit. What else do they need to know? What does the collective need to know? I think you might be this masculine here, this rich guy in the upright. Your realness is rare, and they don't like that. Know what you want to get out of the situation. So it's important for you to get clarity on what is motivating you and what your ultimate goals are for yourself and for your achievements and where you're successfully going and your star is rising. It'll be helpful to you for you to just be really clear on what you want out of things. Keep going. Climb the burning ladder. Whoever these people are that are attacking you, they're not going to succeed, but they're in the middle of doing it right now. And it's important that you just keep going and don't let them steer you off your course, whatever it is. I'm going to do some scrying here to see if I can't see some more information about this. Scrying like this usually helps you hear more confirming information to help you know whether this is for you or not. Someone might be involved criminally. This is very graphic, but I'm seeing cartel violence where the cartel will take someone that they've murdered and leave their body somewhere in public. I know that's very dark, but I'm seeing that type of brutal violence being carried out to send a message. So this couple is not playing, okay? That's much darker than I was expecting. They're terrorizing you, possibly, or making you think you're crazy, or they're not above things like that, okay? They're not above threatening this type of thing. So that's important to know. Yeah, this is not a good group of people working against you. I'm seeing like, I don't know what they are. They're like two bars connected with a chain, and they're like martial arts weapons. I don't know. This is very strange. So, someone's into martial arts. Someone has connections to a criminal enterprise in some way that is harming them or their family. Because you're here as this earth angel with your family, you may have become concerned about the safety of your family because of what this group is doing to you, these people in the reverse. Why do they want to take you down? What is the problem here? Like, why are they against you? Why are they trying to harm your reputation here? I mean, they're not a group that you want to mess with. Whoever you are, you need to be very careful here. My guess is that you already understand that, but it's important. Staying calm is really important as you move forward and through and climb this burning ladder. What it's showing me is that you're going to succeed, but you need to stay very, very calm as you make your way out of the situation, because there's violence and danger swirling all around you as you make your exit. That's what it's showing me really, really strongly. So you've really got to stay grounded and focused and clear as you make your exit out of this situation. Don't look right, don't look left, don't look back. Just keep your eyes going forward and keep yourself moving forward and out of this. That's very important here. Don't let yourself be distracted. Keep going. Know what you want. Don't let your judgment get clouded by these people that were trying to create confusion for you. You're an earth angel. Your realness is rare. They're not going to succeed in bringing you down, but it's very important that you not underestimate them and that you just keep going. They don't like your work somehow. They don't like what you've managed to do. They've either tried to steal your work or they're trying to accuse you of bad work. They may be trying to get you wrapped up in their fact that they're going down. They might be trying to take you down with them. What happened here? Why are these people trying to bring you down? Well, they don't like that you're a good person, which is really wild, but they're a criminal enterprise. And so, for whatever reason, you might be in, these people might be related to you, or you may have just worked for them at some point. I don't know how you're connected to this toxic, violent group, but they're glommed onto you because you're a good person. I don't know why that is, but that's part of it. They don't like it. They don't like that you're a good person for some reason, or they don't want you to do the right thing here. I don't know what that means, but yeah, they're a toxic community. So a toxic community is not going to like necessarily people who are on the up and up and are not doing toxic things, not doing game playing, trying to just mind their own business and advance their own goal. This community doesn't like that, whatever. It's enmeshed and it's unhealthy and it's criminally involved, and they don't like that you're this good person, earth angel, nice person. They're trying to take you down, or else they're trying to align with you so that they don't go down themselves. But then that would tarnish your honor and respect, right? It's very wild here. Because you're leaving. You may have been involved with them at one point, and now you're like, I don't want any affiliation with them anymore. They don't like that. They're like, you think you're gonna go? You're not going anywhere. They don't like that you're leaving. Or else somebody died and it woke you up and you were like, I'm gonna do something different or more with my life, and they don't like it, right? It could be any number of things. They want what's yours. They want what you're creating for yourself because you're this rising star. They may know that you're going to have abundance because of what you're doing, because you're single, sexy, and successful, and you're a rising star, and you're an earth angel, and you have a solid family around you. They're trying to take that and capitalize on it. Yeah, it's this toxic couple. This rich girl in the reverse, this ice king in the reverse, she's a Jezebel. They really wanted to destroy your future. Ongoing. They didn't think you would ever do this, is also what I'm picking up. They didn't think you would ever try to move away, or I don't know. This is interesting. Yeah, they're gonna have legal trouble as a result. What are some final messages about this situation for you? This is what are some final messages for you to know about this situation. No place like home in the upright. And you have this good family here. Or you want to make a healthy family and you're trying to leave this unhealthy family, right? It could be something like that. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. Well, and that's just what it said straight up. Your realness is rare. You're straight up authentic. And that's why these people, authenticity and realness and genius creatively and amazing works always attract haters like this that want to take it, right? And this could be your own family, honestly. Between Worlds, card number 3. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is the time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You're done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than our own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child, glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When the symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills, talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before, which is already on your way. It's already happening. You're already on the rise. You're an earth angel. You have solid, trustworthy people around you, not in this group that's trying to undermine you. But what it's showing is that they're not going to succeed. You're in this temporary in-between time where you're about to step into the successful achievement and rising star where you're honored and recognized for your gifts. These people are spying on this process and trying to undermine it and end it and take your opportunity or take what's yours, but they're not going to. And these people are not ethical people. They're not like you, okay? They're not ethical. I'm not saying that crime is inherently unethical, okay? That's not true. If you're somebody that's interested in crime or true crime, you understand crime is complex. I'm not saying that people who are criminally involved are always bad and people who are not are always good. That's not what I'm getting at. But what I scried into this card was cartel violence. So I just want to say, like, I'm not someone who's like, yeah, I'm pro cartel. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not somebody who just is law and order for the sake of law and order. That's not me either. I'm an anarchist. But the reason that this is talking about criminality is because of the cartel violence that I scried into in this card, okay? So that's all it is. And it's important not to be scared because everything is coming for you. It's all great. These people are not succeeding in taking you down. And it's important that you just trust yourself and continue to climb the burning ladder as you make your way out of this situation because you're on the right track. And you are an ethical person and a good person and a respected person, according to this. So you have no reason to fear. These people are going to have to face their own reality without you, right? You're not going to be a part of what they're doing. So I think that's it. I'll be back tomorrow with some more readings. And maybe I'll try to go live again tomorrow. I had been doing live readings on Fridays, but my signal started to suffer a little bit. And so I left it now for going on a month. I haven't done one, but I miss it. So I might try to do another one tomorrow. We'll see. Because I get really frustrated when it doesn't work well. Because I want people to know that they can rely on my channel for content that's good quality, that's not glitchy and, problematic, but it's a challenge with a rural setting. I'm listening for any other follow-up messages before I end. Is there anything else, Spirit, about any of that? I don't think so. Just be good to yourselves, and I'll see you again in the next one. And stay dangerous out there.